Hello guys! This is again Julia and welcome po on my YouTube channel. So this time, i-share ko po sa inyo on how to compute for the SSS contribution. So regardless of your membership type, we should know how much ang dapat nating bayaran sa ating SSS contribution. Last January 2021, nag-release si SSS ng new monthly contribution table and that will be the new basis for new contribution of all the members. Sa new SSS table, makikita natin doon ang increase ng mga contributions at meron na ding nadagdag na mandatory SSS Provident Fund contribution. By the way guys, kung bago po kayo sa channel ko, please consider to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell button and stay tuned po until the end. I also provided on the description below the link of my other video on the new SSS contribution table effective January 1, 2021. If you have not yet watched it, you may click the link provided. Ngayon, i-discuss naman natin kung paano mag-compute ng ating SSS contribution. I know a lot of you is wondering kung paano nga ba ito i-compute, especially sa mga kagaya ko na empleyado sa private sector. Ang advice ko sa inyo is always check or reconcile yung binayaran nyo versus doon sa posted on the SSS, and you can do this online. So let's start with the question, who can pay the SSS contribution? The answer is lahat ng employees, self-employed individuals, non-working spouse, and OFWs up to the age of 60 with an existing SSS number can pay their SSS contribution to begin or continue their coverage. Covered members are entitled to Social Security benefits upon illness, unemployment, childbirth or miscarriage, disability, retirement, or death. Those are some of the benefits of being an SSS member. Also, the contribution of every member ay nakadepende sa membership type at monthly salary credit. Sa membership type, ito ay kung ikaw ay isang employed, kasambahay, self-employed, voluntary, non-working spouse, and OFW members. So the amount of contribution will differ depende sa membership type natin. So the contributions of employees, kasambahay, and certain OFWs are deducted from their monthly salary and remitted to the SSS along with the employer's share of contribution by the respective employers. Sa monthly salary credit naman, the Social Security law defines the MSC as the compensation base for contributions and benefits. So the SSS uses the MSC to compute the required contribution for members based on their monthly income. The higher your monthly earnings, the higher your MSC is. The higher your MSC, the higher your contribution becomes. So on the SSS contribution table, you will find the MSC that corresponds to your income range. So let's find our SSS contribution using the table and the formula. So effective January 1, 2021, based on the new SSS contribution schedule, tumaas po ang contribution rate natin to 13% of the MSC, and this will be continue to rise by 1% every other year until it reaches 15% by 2025. Sa bagong batas, tumaas ang minimum MSC to 3,000 para sa mga regular employees in private sector, voluntary members, and non-working spouse and self-employed member. Samantalang yung OFW, mananatili na 8,000 ang magiging minimum MSC at sa kasambahay naman mananatiling 1,000 ang minimum MSC nila. Kung may minimum MSC, may maximum naman tayong MSC. So lahat, from regular employees down to kasambahay, ang maximum MSC is 25,000 pesos. So, effective ngayong January 1, 2021, yung maximum MSC natin was 25,000 pesos. So, ibig sabihin ng changes na ito ay magbabayad tayo ng mas mataas na monthly contribution. At the same time, tataas din po ang SSS benefit natin since they are based on a higher MSC. So for us to determine our SSS contribution, we should be familiarized on the SSS contribution table. And this table depends on the membership type. So isa-isahin po natin kada membership type on how to compute for the SSS contribution. So this is the SSS contribution table for employer and employees. So of the 13% contribution rate, the employee pays 4.5% and the remaining 8.5% will be shouldered by the employer. So dito sa pinaka-left portion, makikita natin yung range of compensation natin to be followed by the monthly salary credit. Kung mapapansin natin, it will start to 3,000. Ito po yung pinaka-minimum MSC. Tapos may regular SS contribution tayo. May employees compensation din. It's either 10 pesos or 30 pesos. And meron din tayong mandatory provident fund. And the last column will be the total contribution. So dito sa example natin, pag ang range ng salary mo is nasa 19,750 to 20,249.99, ang magiging MSC mo will be 20,000 pesos. So, ang magiging total regular SS contribution mo will be 2,600 pesos. Tapos, idagdag natin yung EC compensation of 30 pesos para maging 2,630 ang magiging total SSS contribution mo. Kung mapapansin nyo, wala po tayong mandatory provident fund kasi hanggang 20,000 and above, doon ka lang magkakaroon ng provident fund contribution. So, starting from 3,000 to 14,500 MSC, 10 pesos ang magiging EC. Pag 15,000 ang MSC mo, your EC contribution will be 30 pesos. And yung EC na ito, shouldered by the employer. So, dito din naman sa table na to, pinapakita niya na pag ang MSC mo ay 20,500 and above, meron ka ng mandatory provident fund. Automatic po yun. So, let's say, ang MSC mo ay 20,500. Ang magiging regular SS contribution mo will be 2,600. EC compensation will be 30 pesos. Provident mandatory fund will be 65 pesos for a total contribution of 2,695. Sa SSS contribution table naman for self-employed, if you are currently registered as self-employed, the monthly earnings you declared on your Form E-1 or the latest Form E-4 will be the basis for your MSC and monthly contribution. As defined by the SSS, you are considered a self-employed member if you are involved in a trade, business, or occupation wherein you are your own boss. So ito naman ang SSS contribution ng lahat ng self-employed members. So ang minimum MSC niya is 3,000. Same with the employee, regular employee. Meron din siyang provident fund at saka employees compensation. So, in this example, pag ang MSC mo of 20,000, ang magiging total contribution mo is 2,630 pesos. So, ganun din, meron siyang EC. It's either 10 pesos or 30 pesos. And meron din siyang mandatory provident fund starting from an MSC of 20,500 down to 25,000. Sa voluntary members and non-working spouse naman, ito yung contribution table nila. So, ang kaibahan lang dito, wala silang employees compensation. Pero meron naman silang mandatory provident fund.
So again, example, for an MSC of 20,000 pesos, ang magiging total contribution niya lang is 2,600. Sa OFW naman, ito yung picture ng contribution nila. Meron silang regular SS pero wala silang EC, pero meron silang Provident Fund. May isa tayong way to compute for the total contribution aside doon sa table. So, pwede nating ang gawin, pwede nating i-multiply directly yung MSC mo, multiply by the 13%, makukuha mo yung total SS contribution. Then, saka mo idagdag yung EC at Provident Fund kung meron man para makuha natin yung total contribution. So, for example, sa MSC of 3,000, ang magiging total contribution ni regular employee will be 400. So, ang ginawa natin, yung 3,000 minultiply natin ng 13% para lumabas yung 390 pesos. Ito yung total SS contribution. Tapos, idagdag natin yung EC na 10 pesos. It will arrive to 400 pesos. Ganun din po sa ibang membership type. If your MSC is 20,000 pesos, directly i-multiply mo siya ng 13% para makuha natin yung total SS contribution. Tapos idagdag natin yung EC. Pero kung mapapansin natin dito sa table na to, yung voluntary member at saka OFW, di ba wala silang EC? Pero sa Provident Fund, ayun lahat naman sila meron. Para makuha natin yung total contribution. So, yun po yung way of kung paano natin makompute ang ating SSS contribution. So, it's either using the table and the formula. Pero pag ginamit mo yung formula, kailangan mo ding i-refer sa table yung Provident Fund contribution. So, that's all for today. Thank you po for watching.